Feedview is a product of BinMaster, helping people manage feed inventory systems. And it started way back when, over 20 years ago, when BinMaster was working with feed mills to try to solve a problem where they were delivering feed to the actual farms, and they were having problems actually knowing what the levels were, so that sometimes they deliver too much feed and sometimes they wouldn't deliver enough feed. The number one thing that Feedview does for hog farmers ensures that they have enough feed in the feed bin. That's important. And it took us over 20 years of trying different products throughout the years to come up with a solution that would, one, meet the customer's needs to actually show them what they want, and two, be at a price point where they could actually afford it. And Feedview does both. It gives them what they need in a simple manner, and it meets the need to be also cost competitive when you have a whole bunch of feed bins out there. We can also bring some quality of life to the users of Feedview system, and really what it allows them to do is not climb bins anymore. Especially in the weather in the wintertime, you don't have to do that anymore. Nobody wants to go outside when it's -5 below and actually have to climb a bin. What we use in Feedview is our FVL 200 level sensor, and it's pretty simple. FVL stands for Feedview laser. What's unique about it is the laser. It has a dust tube on it that makes sure that the laser will function in the bins, because it is a little bit of a dusty environment. We have to take account for that. But it's battery powered, and that is the key feature of the FVL 200. You don't have to run any wires to the system. You just attach it to the top of the bin, you put the battery in, it's all wireless after that. All the data is transmitted wirelessly back to a gateway, and then it's sent to the cloud, and you see it on our Feedview platform. We can install one in about 15 to 20 minutes. Other systems can take hours. They have cables all over the place. You have to bring power to it. This, you have none of that. You have a battery you put in the system, you put a mounting plate on the top, you put the sensor on it, you turn on the gateway, and the data starts flowing to the system, and you can see what's going on within minutes. When it comes to maintenance for the Feedview system, typically all you have to do is replace the batteries when they wear out, and they'll last between 3 and 5 years. We guarantee them for 3 years. That's really dependent on how frequent you take measurements. The sensors themselves come standard with a reading once an hour, and that can be changed back down with our scheduler to a less frequent basis than once an hour. And the less frequently you take the measurements, the more the battery will last, and you'll get a little bit longer lifespan in them. The batteries themselves aren't that expensive to replace. You can contact us and we can get them to you within 24 hours. If you buy the system, you will pay for the system in 1 year, and there's multiple areas of savings. Even such simple things as vacuuming feed out at the end of the market cycle, those will go away. You can bring the amount of feed inside the bin down to a very low number, in most cases less than a half a ton per bin, and that can add a lot of savings just in vacuuming. Doesn't look at the human resource time of people going out and climbing bins, the emergency delivery time. Every time you do that, that's anywhere from $70 to $125 for an emergency delivery. That goes away. Again, that first thing I talked about where the pigs run out of feed, those efficiencies and productions, while they're not quite as easy to quantify with a pencil and piece of paper, they're there, and any time that you're not producing the animals is lost revenue for the company. And everything that you see on the Feedview platform today is direct result of listening to our customers and adding features to what they need. So for the future, what we're doing, there's a couple things. We're improving the sensor itself. We're going to put in a capability to actually program what time you want to take the readings. Right now we have it set up so that once an hour, every hour, it takes a reading. We're really close. We're about ready to release this where they can schedule when the readings go. So you could go from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then turn it off. And what that does is it makes the battery life much more efficient and last longer. We predict that you'll get 3 to 5 years of battery life out of the sensor taking a reading once an hour. We'll guarantee 3 years, but we think you'll get 5. But with the schedule, you might get 6 or 7 years out of the battery because you're not taking the readings 24 hours a day. You might be in the 12 to 13 range. That's one thing we're doing. The other thing that we're doing is we're actually developing a Feedview 2.0, the software that we actually run the platform on. We are taking all our customers' feedback that we've heard in the last year, and we're tailoring the software to meet those needs, and we should have that out in March or April of 2020. If you want more information about Feedview, go ahead and visit our website, feedview.binmaster.com. There you can find all the contact information to reach out to us and get a quote or get some more information. You can also learn about the Feedview system there. We even have the pricing for a Feedview system if you're curious about what this would cost to install at your location.